It always takes a second. And we are live. All right. So I'm really excited. Today I have Katie. And Katie, I don't know if you saw my last YouTube video. I was going to tell you this. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait until we're live. Katie, your YouTube channel has been growing, and I made a very, very, very beautiful shout out to you in my last video.
I haven't seen your video. Next time you're going to do something like this, tell me beforehand and I'll check it out. Give me the link. Oh my goodness.
It's just like a short little clip, but I had so much fun doing it. And I was like, Katie's going to laugh when she watches this, because I know you usually watch it. You're going to laugh when you see this. It's kind of like, yeah. It's a shout out, but I try to make it funny. Okay, so welcome everyone. We have Katie today from Abridge Academy. You might know her from the WeChat group, if you're in the WeChat group, because this is streaming to the WeChat group as well. You might know her from the Online Teacher Success and Support group, or you might know her from like her YouTube channel. She's kind of all over the place. And Katie is an expert in Chinese marketing, but she's also an expert in curriculum creation. And she has this really awesome product, this awesome curriculum product called Abridge Academy. And let me know in the comments here if you are already using Abridge Academy, because people absolutely love her stuff there. So today, I know she's made a lot of changes, and we've been talking for a while. She's made a lot of changes in the Abridge Academy curriculum. And I was like, girl, we got to get you on here so you can show some of this stuff. So you're no stranger to the camera. I'm just going to leave it to you. Take it away.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Jillian, for having me. I'm so excited to be sharing everyone today some updates on Abridge Academy curriculum. So if you're looking for interactive, engaging, exciting, fun curriculum materials for your online ESL classes, please do check out Abridge Academy. I know Jillian's put her link somewhere around the video. Sorry, my clock's making noise. There we go. So Jillian's probably put the link somewhere around the video already to sign up. There's a free version. You can try it out for free. And then obviously if you'd like to upgrade, there's paid versions, very affordable, I like to think. So please do check it out if you're looking for interactive ESL curriculum.
And I'm going to interrupt really quick. Every single person, like I said the last time, every single person should be signing up for the free version. This is not a trial. She's not doing a very good job of selling herself here, so I'm going to do it for her, okay? This is not a trial where you sign up and you get like free 7 days and then you start getting charged, okay? This is, you sign up, you get free curriculum. It's yours to use forever and ever and ever. What is in that package, what is in the free package. So if you want more, you can sign up and get the paid version. But every single person that is teaching the people, the students that this applies to, should go ahead and get the free account, because there's really no risk to it at all. Katie, who is this for?
So yeah, the ESL curriculum is aimed at teachers who are teaching primarily young learners and kids, I would say up to the age of 12 for the core curriculum, but we also have materials suitable for teenagers, and it's focused on ESL students, so students learning English as a second language. And as you say, like the free tier is free. Like I don't ask for credit card details or anything. There's no time restrictions. You can sign up, you get access to a bunch of lessons for free. You can try it out. You can use them in trial lessons with students. You can use them to try out the curriculum. And then once you get paying students who want more longer term ongoing classes, you can choose to upgrade if you wish. So yeah, please do sign up. It's free to get started. And yeah, so thank you for that, Jillian. Really appreciate it. And I think we've had some really positive feedback from teachers as well. So I really hope you find this helpful. Oh yeah, I see Brenda's commenting. Started with a free forever tier and then upgraded. Fantastic. Yeah, I think that's what most people do. I'd say like 90% of people who sign up, they do the free tier first, try it out, and then they go for the paid version, because you want to try it out and check it all works and experience it yourself before you start paying, of course. I hate it when you sign up for free trials of things and then they start charging you and you'd forgotten to cancel. Like I was paying for Amazon for like 3 or 4 years without even thinking about it or using any of it, because they kind of looped me in on the free trial, So yeah, no, none of that kind of stuff here, don't worry. So yeah, basically Abridge Academy, it's super interactive, and it's broken into a couple of parts. The main curriculum is the step-by-step core curriculum, and essentially the idea is that, if you've had textbook-based lessons in school, we're taking the idea of a textbook with that structured, comprehensive curriculum, but completely redesigned it for online learning. So there's lots of interactive, fun activities, things that kids can click on, they can move, they can do a quiz, and it automatically marks it and gives them results and things like that. So it's a lot more fun and engaging, taking advantage of technology. We would want kids to enjoy our classes and enjoy learning English, and that's what Abridge Academy is here to help you achieve. It's also aligned with the CEFR framework and the Cambridge Young Learners exams. So you've got students who are working towards those as a goal. That's important to bear in mind. Are your materials relevant to teaching reading and writing to young learners? Yes. So the core curriculum covers all language areas. So reading, writing, speaking, listening, vocabulary, grammar. Those are all covered in the core lessons. I would say that the first sort of few levels are more focused on the speaking side, and then as they start getting to slightly more advanced levels, so level 3, level 4, we start having formal writing assignments and lessons that are specifically focused on writing. I mean, they're writing stuff throughout, but they start doing more advanced writing skills and stuff when they get to a more advanced level, which I guess makes sense. And yes, there's reading lessons as well built into the curriculum. Every unit's got a reading lesson. Lower level, they're more like reading simple dialogues kind of stories. At slightly higher levels, they're like proper chunks of text, like little mini stories that you can do in each lesson. So yes. Yeah, and I think for teachers, the main things that teachers sort of say they love about the curriculum is that it saves you a lot of time planning lessons because the slides are all made for you. You know that you're really confident your students are going to make steady progress because it's all step by step. And all the extra materials you need are included as well. So there's a lesson previews you can send to students beforehand, workbooks, flashcards, all the things you need to help kids outside of class included in your membership. So it's all in one place. Who's this? In the core curriculum, I'd be able to find those things. Yes, yeah, they're all in the core curriculum. I hope that answers the question. Cool. And yeah, as I said, there's a free tier to get started for free. Sign up for the free tier first, try it out, it's free. No credit card or anything required, don't worry, no time limits. And if you do want to upgrade, the pay plans start at just $9.99 a month. So I think that's quite a sort of affordable price for people to be able to hopefully manage if you're teaching online. But yeah, I think probably most useful if I share and show you one of the example lesson and you can see what the slides look like. I could talk about some of the latest features. If anyone checked out Abridge Academy a couple of years back, I'll be honest, I look back at those old slides and I'm like, oh, they need a bit of work. So yeah, I've got an example lesson here that I can just show you guys today, which is showing off some of the new features. And this is from level 4 of the curriculum, so it's aimed at upper A1 sort of level students. So it's still beginners level, but they're starting to read and write and do things a little bit more confidently at this stage. I would say the earlier lessons are very much focused on core vocabulary, core grammar. At this point, we're very much trying to produce language a lot more confidently. Let's see if I can make the page size a bit easier, if I can make it so the slides are full screen. It'll hit the right point somewhere. There we go. Okay. Is that better? Okay, awesome. So we can see the slides here. I'm just going to very briefly show you some of the other features around the slides as well. So I was saying you have the slide, this topic is about going shopping. The unit is actually about travel. So it's about shopping while on vacation in this particular lesson. And you also find around the slides the learning objectives. You can easily copy and paste those and send them to the parents before the class. And there's loads of downloads and links to other things. So we've got the lesson preview, send it to the student the week before so they can pre-learn the vocabulary and the grammar and things like that. Workbooks, there's a PDF or an editable version if you want to edit it on Canva. Flashcards, they can print it out and turn up to the class with flashcards to hold up, or they can play games to practice and review it at home. And sometimes there are also extra review games and activities like matching tasks and word wall activities, which are great for homework or just for them to do on their own device during class if they want to.
Can I stop you really quick? Go back up. Yes. So this is something that I see in here that the last time we had, you already know what I'm going to go here. The last time I had you on here, this was not a thing. What do those flags mean?
Okay, yes. So there's a lot of new stuff that's changed. I think last time I was on your channel, Gillian, was ages ago. So I'm super excited to share all of these updates. Yeah, we have both British and American English versions of the slides available. So the little flags on the lessons tell you if it's a British English slide or American English slides. Some lessons like this particular one, there's no major difference between British and American English except the actual accent. So the slides are for both. But if, for example, you have lessons like clothes, and I know in America you say pants instead of trousers, which is really confusing. So for those sort of lessons, there are 2 separate sets of slides. So Us non-Americans don't get confused, and you Americans can have your strange English if you want on your own separate set of slides. So yeah, it's like English and American versions. We also have, I think this is actually something I've had a bit of debate with some teachers about, but like I think it's important for students, no matter what their goal is for learning English, I think it is important for them to be familiar with other accents. So even if they want to learn American English, they've picked an American English speaking teacher, they're using the American English slides, you can still find on the vocabulary pages, there's both British and American English options, so they can listen to the other accent just to, just familiarize themselves a little bit. And some of the characters that you see throughout the lesson slides, Tom speaks in American English, Amy speaks in British English, so they'll still have the opportunity to pick up different accents in terms of the listening skills, at least. So yeah, they've got 2 flags there, British and American English. You also see that, it tells you what lesson you're doing. That sounds like a simple thing, but I didn't have that originally and teachers got confused. And we've got the title and stuff on the main page. Another thing that's really new here, if you're using the slides for the first time, make sure you don't skip this. Put in your student's name and your teacher's name, like on the front page of the slides. And then there's activities throughout the lesson are personalized to your student using the name you put in here. So let's put in Gillian as our student, and then I'm going to be the teacher.
I love it.
So you can put that in the beginning. If you're teaching groups, put everyone instead of the name. Just write something here like everyone or students. But yeah, this is great because it makes it so much more exciting, and kids get so excited when they see their name appear on the slides. I know it sounds like a really simple thing, but they're like, oh my goodness, the slides are being made especially for me. So yeah, they like that. Yeah, and so this is an example here. So Amy saying hello, Gillian, and Tom saying hello, Miss Prescott. So sort of greetings at the beginning of the lesson and things like that. You also notice on the right-hand side, this is new as well. There's you can skip to different sections of the slides just in the sidebar menu, and it just keeps track of where you are throughout the lesson. Teachers were struggling to know where they're at and how much time they got left. So this helps you just sort of break up the main sections of the lesson and easily jump back if you need to review different bits. So yeah, we were just on the warm-up, for example. There's always some discussion questions at the beginning. Depending on the level, there's different questions, and it also links in a bit to the topic of that lesson to some extent. So it's like warm-up type things. There's always a review activity, reviewing the previous lesson when it loads. When it loads, there we go. So this is just reviewing the previous one, which was about holidays, and like where did you go on holiday? And they're just going to practice and review that. My internet is really slow. I apologize. Really slow. What is going on here? Anyway, there's a review activity. Imagine you've seen an awesome review activity. Great job. Okay, and then there's always a summary page just explaining what the key points are. When I'm teaching, I normally skip through this bit, but what I'd recommend doing is just before the class, look at this page, take a screenshot, send it to parents, they know what to focus on, and also for you yourself as a teacher, you can see this and say, okay, these are the main learning objectives that I need to focus on throughout the lesson. So that's always important to do. Yeah, and then there's new words, and most lessons include around 6 to 10 new words depending on the level and the lesson topic. And you can listen to
a blanket.
A blanket.
Don't know if these are coming through or not, but they have both British and American audio.
They're coming through.
Awesome. Yay, that's great. Okay, so you can get the student to repeat and practice new words, that kind of thing. If you're ever unsure what to do or you need some hints on the lesson slides, if you click on the teacher tips bit in the top left corner, it comes up with different suggestions of activities you can do. So I get the students to repeat the new words, use the flashcards to quiz them, make them new sentences, that kind of thing. So if you're ever unsure what to do with a slide, look at the teacher tips, top left corner.
This is so much better than the last time. I mean, people were
so much better, right? And it looks nicer too. I designed it to make it look prettier because the old ones were a bit boring.
And even when for the past couple of years, at least, teachers have been freaking out over Abridge Academy. This Abridge Academy is definitely one of our group's favorite curriculums for this subject, for this age group in the online teacher success and support group. That is definitely, Abridge Academy is a fan favorite. And to see what it looks like now, it is so much better than even when people were raving about it back then. I mean, it looks so nice. It's the name thing. I love the name thing. Sorry.
That's really great to hear. And I'm so glad that teachers love using the lessons, and I really appreciate whenever teachers reach out and say, oh, Katie, this lesson went well. And It's always wonderful to hear. So yeah, thank you. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you a few of the quick interactive activities too. We don't have to spend ages on this, but like there's things you can click on. Like this is a quiz, checking they know the new words. And there's like drop down gap fills. Because I made my screen small, it's fitting a bit weird, but normally it looks prettier. Like Jack is shopping in the market, the shop sells clothes. And I think it's quite important when we teach vocabulary, we don't just memorize the word, but we learn how to use it in context. So this is an opportunity to basically practice making example sentences with those words, practice a little bit of like conjugating verbs, because students always need a bit of help with that, that sort of thing. And let me just show you what happens when you get finished. You can click the check button and then it automatically marks it and gives you a score. So it's keeping track of like how your students are doing during the lesson, which is fun. Then we move on to grammar. This, I was point out actually, level 4 is quite focused on like irregular past tense verbs. If anyone here is, I'm sure most people listening are English teachers, there's so many irregular past tense verbs in English, and it's something a lot of students really struggle with. So it's a particular focus on this particular level. So they can learn some new words. There's a drag and drop activity to practice using those new words. Again, practicing putting their learning into context. If they need help, they'll pull out prompts on the side here, so they can check how do you make these verbs in the past simple tense. And also, you notice it pops up saying good job when they got it right. So you'll find these little pop-up messages like good job or little trophy, these rewards automatically pop up, which means that students' success is being celebrated and it's all automated. And yeah, that's always good fun as well. Another drop-down quiz. I'm going to skip through these. There's a typing activity. I don't know why these are loading really slowly at the moment. There's some embedded word wall activities. I'm not sure it's going to load properly at the moment because I've got like 50 things open on the computer. Here we go. So this is like a crossword quiz. So again, this is focused on past simple tense. So each one they click on it and then they can write in when it loads the past tense of that verb. So see, saw, take, took, and so on. And these, because it's in Wordwall, you can also send these particular activities to your students to do on their own devices. So if you're doing a group class, you can send them the activity to do all individually. And you can also set it as homework and things like that too. Then we move on to skills. Here's a reading activity. There's some simple reading comprehension questions. A little bit of writing. This is kind of reviewing some of the grammar. And you'll see these like text boxes they can type in. So this is, again, reviewing the past simple tense. So I went to India. I bought a new school bag. And as they get it right, you'll see these little trophies, popping up on the screen. So a little tick, like check marks appearing. And then at the end, a big trophy appears, like because they got all of the answers correct. So again, automating rewards and things makes it a lot more fun and engaging for students. There's a listening task, which you click on and it plays audio and you can listen to it. And then that's followed by listening comprehension questions.
Where did you go? I went to India.
So you can like fill out these things as you go. Little questions. I happen to know the answers, so I'm just going to click on the answers. And again, it's tracking how they do when they answer these questions, so they can like keep track of their score. And then once you finish all the questions, the grammar here, it should pop up with like a little thing at the end. And it pops up saying what the result is. And just a bit of fun for your students. It's opening up a bit weird because I have it in a really small screen. Normally when you do this in full screen mode, all of these look a little bit more pretty. So they get their results. Then we have a speaking activity. And you can randomly select different things. And if you're not sure what to do, because you might be looking at this slide and I'm not quite sure what to do with it, click on those teacher notes and it tells you what to do. It's a role play. You're going to automatically generate some random things, and then you're going to use that to create a dialogue very similar to the one they just listened to in the listening task, basically. Okay. So, for example, here we've got a shop. It's like a market stall. So if I'm the teacher, I could say, where did you go yesterday? And Gillian, you could say,
I went to an outside market.
Awesome. What did you buy there? I
bought a toy robot.
Amazing. How much did it cost?
It cost me 2 coins.
2 coins, so expensive. Wow. Okay, so you could keep practicing like different dialogues and things like that, depending on what shop they went to and whatever. That's a bit of fun. And then there's more open-ended discussion, which the student can actually link to their own like scenario. Like, what did you buy recently, Jillian?
Yeah, okay. What did I buy recently? I bought an energy drink because I live off of these. I'm so bad.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I try to avoid the
gas
energy
station.
Ooh, that's cool. So yeah, you can ask these sort of questions. How much was it? What else do you buy? Blah, blah, blah. So it's just practicing, reinforcing the key learning objectives, which is those past simple tense verbs like to buy, I bought this, I went here, it cost this much, I spent this much money, and so on. And then we always review at the end of the summary. So do they remember the new words? And you click here, just check their answers. And then there's the regular past tense verbs, bought, sold, spent. And it automatically marks it for them.
Now, I know teachers are probably thinking this, for anyone that is not familiar with Abridge Academy. Is this something that they have to tell you what to type in and like tell you what to hit? Or is this something that they can do on their own?
So that depends on your teaching platform. So if you are using a basic screen sharing platform like Zoom or Voov or whatever, then the students can't directly interact on the slides unless, well, on Zoom, they've got the remote control feature and things like that, but they're a bit clunky. In which case, you would change the way in which you like ask the student to engage. So you'd ask them to say the word or type it in the chat box, and then you put it in on their behalf. But I know a lot of teachers are using more interactive, like specialist teaching platforms. For example, Koala Go is really popular. And there's a few others, what we call co-browsing platforms. And that's what I would particularly recommend, because on a co-browsing platform, your students can directly click and engage with the lesson slides. So yeah, I'd recommend using a co-browsing focused platform if you can. Koala Go is great, and like I'll go with that if you can.
I love it. It's my favorite. It's my favorite for teaching kids on it. And the kids freak out about it too. So when you combine all of this, it's just awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Let me just show you the feedback slide actually, and then I think there's a few questions and stuff. But these are really cool, the feedback slides. And I introduced this I started introducing it in sort of September, October time, and it's been gradually rolling out across the lessons, and teachers love this. So it saves so much time. And yeah, so the feedback slides are like automated feedback. So it automatically puts in your student's name, so you don't need to bother writing it out again. It puts in the today's date, tells you what lesson you're doing, all of that, tells you the learning objectives. And then you can just score your student, like, okay, they remember the new words really well, so let's click that 3 times to give them like full marks on that one. And they were quite good at the skills, but they always got all of their verbs wrong, so let's give them just 1 star there. So you can rate the student in each category, and then write a little summary here, like, great job. Let's work on your past tense verbs next time.
And where do these like stay in the app? Does it send them an email? Like, where do they find this feedback?
So all you need to do is, once you've written the feedback, you just take a screenshot. I'm not sure if you can see me doing this, but like you just take a screenshot on your computer, and then you can just send it to them on your messaging system or whatever platform you're using for communicating with your students. So if you're using WeChat, you can just send that screenshot to your WeChat, like to the chat thread. Right. It does save some of this stuff, but if you're then using with other students and things, then it gets deleted. So yeah, we did have the option to have student logins and things like that, but because of like data protection and things, and also to make sure that students, like teachers want to be able to use this with lots of students, I don't have to charge per student or anything like that. We decided not to have the student login option. So it's not tracked on the website itself. It's up to you to just send it through to the student.
Okay, that's perfect though, because it takes all of that out. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see the feedback and stuff. It takes like a few seconds up to a minute to do at the end of the lesson, just as you're wrapping it up with the student. Saves a lot of time. Okay, well, question there. Will this work with ClassIn? Yes. If you're using ClassIn has got 2 different ways to share the slides. You can either open it in the ClassIn browser, or you can use the ClassIn screen sharing mode. If you use the screen sharing mode, you have the option to give mouse control to the students so they can directly engage with the lesson slides. I would recommend doing that. If you have an older computer and it's a bit slow, or your internet speed is slow, I would recommend using the browser option instead. It won't be so interactive for the students, but it's faster. We have guides on the website, by the way. There's teaching guides on the website to all of the major teaching platforms. So if you go on the, I'll have to go back to the dashboard. Let me make this bigger. Under curriculum, when it loads. What is with my internet today? there's platform guides, and you can find like here's the guide to Koala Go, Super Teacher, Surfly, Classin, Zoom. If you've got any other teaching platforms you're using you'd like to see a guide on, let me know and I can add one. So for example, if you click on Classin guide, and it will tell you how to use the slides on Classin. So do have a look at that.
Very nice. I didn't even know you had those guides. That's cool. Great. Well, these are really awesome. This is I particularly like the ability to personalize the curriculum, the slides to each kid. I don't think I have seen any other ESL specific curriculum. I think you're the first to do that one. So I don't think I've seen that yet.
Yeah, I don't know anyone else doing that. So I hope people enjoy that. Kids really love doing that kind of thing. So it makes it a little bit more engaging.
Yeah,
they're gonna
freak out. They're gonna freak out when they see their name on something, because I know Brenda does her interactive story time. She just did one for a little girl called Claire. It was one of her students, Claire. My daughter's name is Claire. And
oh, that's cool.
I played the video for her on her YouTube channel. And my daughter was like, oh my God, it's a story about me. And she was so excited, and she wanted to like binge watch all of her videos. And she's like, I want more stories, you know? And it's like, yeah, they like to learn more when they feel like they're like famous, I guess. It makes them feel like famous and important and special. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, as you say, it makes the kid feel like involved in the lesson, and the fact it's all done automatically, you as a teacher don't have to spend ages like designing slides customized to your student. You can just put the name in on the front page, and then it all does it for you. So yeah, this particular one didn't have a huge amount of personalization, but some of the other ones it uses a lot more throughout the lesson as well. Like it will have questions that pop up saying, "Hey Gillian, what did you think about this?" Or "Hi Gillian, where did you go on holiday last week?" Or whatever. Like these things are used throughout the lesson in some of the other slides as well.
I love it.
Cool. I feel like that was a very quick overview. I just wanted to run through some of the key features so teachers can get an idea of it. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions, please let me know, and I'm happy to share more details.
Okay. And don't forget, if you want to, and I know you should if you don't already have it, if you want to get the free version, the link is, if you're on YouTube, the link is in the description box. If you're on Facebook, the link is in above me, above us. So make sure that you jump in, grab your free trial. And if you don't like it, you don't have to do anything with it. And yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll make sure Katie sees it if she doesn't see it right away. She also has a Facebook group too that you can join called Abridge Academy Curriculum, right?
Yes, yeah. If you search on Facebook for Abridge Academy Curriculum, or if you sign up, it's also linked to in your dashboard, then you can join that too.
Okay. So if you ever have any questions, there's a ton of support. She's got a community. This is very community centered. She takes the community questions and feedback and, does awesome here, like with talking to teachers and getting feedback and improving it and everything. So I've been doing with my library card as well to customize the lessons. It's great fun. The kids love it. Oh, okay. Talking about customizing lessons and having their name on it. Yeah. The kids love it. And that's Brenda, the one that created the little story about
yeah.
And yeah, I was like, these are awesome. But yeah. All right. So I guess we're going to end this. Was there anything that you wanted to, she said your stuff is so awesome.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you wanted to comment or add before we left?
Not really. Such as just saying thank you so much for hosting me and let me share some of these updates with everyone. And if anyone wants to sign up, as I said before, there's a free version. You can sign up for free, no credit card required, no time limits, no restrictions. So do sign up for free, try it out, see if you like it. Let me know if you don't, by the way. I'm always listening to feedback. So if you didn't like it, tell me and I can make them better. And but yeah, thank you so much.
Okay. We'll see you guys all later. All right. Thank you, Katie, so much for